Here?
We got these. We'll get that later. Okay.
Front down?
Well, I'll get
I'll go down.
the grabby thing. I got the grabby thing there.
Everything? Okay.
Oh, and you can get both of them while we're at it.
Okay, doing well.
Not both nuts on here?
No, just one.
Want it wrenched down or?
No, it's, cause all that does is, we get, okay.
Too bad we didn't, there's wheels over in the fire. We could put one of them and say, here's the finished product, and then back it up.
Well, actually, we can if you want. Would you like to do that?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, why don't we go grab a wheel?
Get one of the gray ones, they're light, or the, and I had that in my hand. He said, it just to give him an idea how.
You lost your junk.
The purpose of that front stand is when you put the spokes in, you put them in with considerable force.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to support the thing. Now I had some. These are what they call whalebone gauges.
Hmm.
I set them in the back, and I determine where it goes. I measure to the back of the hub. I measure to the back of the mortise, and I come up, and my dish is about 2 inches and 2 feet.
Hmm.
So I come up that far. I add, whatever amount I need to add, because you never got a 2-foot spoke. So well, I shouldn't say you never have. We had the 2-foot spokes when we were working with the 5-foot wheels.
Yes. Would that?
That'd work for a demonstration. See, this is the back of the spoke here. That part there.
Mm-hmm.
I take my dish off the back. A lot of them take it off the front. I take it off the back because I find it's easier to measure more accurately. And that'll be driven in. Actually, we can drive that in just the way it is. See, that'd be about the correct dish. And how you do it is, as the wheel goes around, it'll go against the gauge. And all the spokes will then be in an equal space.
Oh.
Equal amount out. That way when you tenon them, all the tenons will be at the same size.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets, it's sort of like building a house. If your foundation is square, it's easy to make everything else square. But if it's off, you're always trying to make adjustments for the errors. But that'll tighten right up. And see, you take, your first measurement is taken from the base of the spoke to here. Your second measurement is taken there. Then you measure the distance and you see what portion. Basically, the dish on the British wheels is 4 degrees, 48 minutes. 4 degrees, 48 minutes. Yeah. So you figure out what that is and the inches, because you go by your taper per foot, and then you set this, and this will get them all bang on.
And there's what it looks like.
Did you want to show on this, what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Just until Michael could get the front support in there.
Okay, push on that
Which way? Back towards me?
towards Michael at the top. That way it makes it easier for Michael to put that on.
Oh, I see.
Maybe put it. Go back.
This way?
Yeah, right there. Okay. There. I'll show them with the wheel, how the wheel will gauge works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to get can you get an Allen key this?
I just thought I'd say that before you said that.
So this is how it's used, but when you're filling the wheel, because that's where the felly is normally where you have it because your spokes are that much bigger before you tongue them. But if you want to get in there, you can see that's how the whalebone gauge works.
We got rotation on the way out.
Wow.
That's my legs car. Yeah. But we got some up earlier on.
Like our real bad mishap.
So are you good there? We'll take it off or you're still?
Oh, you asked Scott.
Oh.
Yeah. It'd go back, probably before that they used a feather.
Now I understand.
Yeah, we should be good there. We'll do the same here. That's good. We'll get the cutters and cut the wire the rest of the way. Yeah. Last your key, yeah. One. Okay, we can loosen, actually, let's put that back on. I'm trying to remember the sequence. Okay. Okay, we had that thing on, okay. Probably. Yeah. You can live with that. We'll have to adjust it. Wait a minute. Let's see,
King's but it didn't have to be
okay.
while the king, during the king's reign. It had to be a total of 18 years.
9/16 spent.
Because there were a number of guys that their 18 months was broken up because of wounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was reading the details of it on the weekend. I'm not just looking at these, of course. But,
Yeah. See, these grub screws press against the rubber and they grab the rubber. These big bolts here tighten against it. Hopefully I'll bring it around. Whoops. Back it off a bit. Yeah, that's about right there, yeah. These come in, if you see, they pinch the rubber, but they don't touch the flange. And that's, you'll see why. This bolt tips the pad that pushes against it. Do you want to bring me the 5/8 spanner over?
we're in real close there, Terry. We got the back side of that. Just gonna look at that thing. All devices necessary, eh?
Well, if you're working on, for these wheels here, they're quite heavy. And they're double wired. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of weight. Normally, they get the rubber to close. It's called a rubber closing machine, eh? They'll get it to close by scuffing the wheel on the concrete. Which you can actually, his grandpa, Jim, is a healthy boy. He can do it, but it takes somebody that's really healthy to be able to do it. In my case, I need the machine because I don't have the strength in my upper body or wrists. And once you get past this size, if you get into a 2.5 inch wheel, if you could do the scuffing, you'd have all the money from your Olympic medals. So, where are we? Here we are. Clay. Whoops. Okay. Do you want to get a soft hammer, you know, a rubber hammer?
It looks like it doesn't want to budge.
Oh, it doesn't. I'm compressing the tire to make it move at all.
So this gap that's there, yeah, right there.
Let's see if we got it in here. That gap is really not a big deal.
Oh, okay. I thought that was.
Okay, so we'll have to back both of these off and shift it so that this is more there. It's just handy with the wrenches first. Because I'll be going, just stay right there, because I'll be going back and forth. Because you can. Next was linseed oil. And that was used as a primer. Then it was painted, and they would refer to it as common color or lead color, or sometimes they even called it gray.
Yeah.
But very often it would be referred to as common color or lead color.
But the final coat was,
Lead color.
yeah, it was gray for the whole
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
It was I have actual photographs that were taken in 1862,
Excellent.
and shows it completely gray.
Yeah.
But then where the like with Ridley there, Ron Ridley,
Yeah.
he read one paragraph where it said they painted the ironwork black, but he didn't follow through to say when they were finished, it was all painted gray.
Yeah.
And also, the Royal Marines would paint their landing guns
Yeah.
black. They painted them entirely black.
That guy would have made a good politician. He never answered the question yet.
Well, he just told you what he knew, not the answer to your question, but what he knew.
Well, I mean, for somebody to say, I'm not going to lose that was fine.
But you can't admit to that. Not one of those.
hammer trick.
I mean,
Oh, I know,
yeah,
but you see why you need a machine.
Yes.
yeah.
Now, mind you, if you do it right as it comes, after you do the thing, you've still got the grease in the wheels and everything is somewhat loose.
Yeah.
You can bounce it in. But this has been more than 2 months.
Yeah.
And so it's had plenty of time to,
So if you left that for, like, you got quite a tension on there now,
yeah.
if you left it for, like, say, 15 minutes, half hour, do you think it would loosen, or? That's really coming now.
Yeah, well, once it starts, what? It's coming from both sides now.
Yeah.
Walk around it with a hammer, please. I think it's slipping. Yeah, it's slipping here. Give me the big span. Oh, here it is.
Now, Tony, did you have to invent any parts of these?
Well, I don't know whether invent is a good word. It's,
Modified?
no. I seen drawings, different drawings. There are things that are unique to this, like this system here. They had a chain, and it was, to me, it looked. And the other thing is, I came up with different is, I have all these. They had just dimples in the cramps, and I put grub screws so I could adjust them in and out, and that way I could handle the size of rubber I was working and the taper. Where's the 5/8? It's coming together. That's what we're doing this. It normally goes a lot quicker than this. It's not this painfully slow. It's sliding here. See if we can get it to close. We might have to get another purchase on it.
Well, that's drawn down there now.
Yeah. Okay, go get a couple of ice grip clamps, you know, we're gonna have to let this off and reset it. Sorry for the length of time this is taking, but
Takes the time it takes.
That's right. I was just enjoying the cool breeze after all those days of humidity and all.
I'm gonna have to go get my saw.
I could have my best, but I'm not going to.
see, it's moved from this side now too. You see the,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think it's probably taken a bit of a set from sitting so long. We'll just leave that and go for nappy.
Okay.
That way,
Yeah, we made it in here just in time. It's raining pretty good there.
oh, that's a good one, yeah. Okay, send them to Brian.
We just got in time. Raining.
Well, it's a good thing I went for you. You know, you were,
Yeah, we could have been wet.
I was taking your use.
Yeah, okay, that's, yeah. I know.